Here we go. Welcome to another YouTube video. Hey, it's Dark Mendoza, man. Welcome to the channel. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that thumbs up and that subscribe button. If you're not, you know the vibe. You know what time it is, man. Today we got, trying to find happiness, man. Literally, dog. How I stopped chasing and started just living, dog. How I stopped chasing and started just making it happen, dog. How I just chose peace, bro, over everything, and literally it all worked out for me. Welcome to the YouTube channel. Coffee early morning, getting some sun. Couldn't be more beautiful than this, dog. Along your journey, man, there's gonna come a time where you're gonna have to make a decision, and it may not make any sense. Like, this decision may not feel like it's any sense, bro. It may not feel like it's gonna work. It may not feel like it's gonna happen. It may not feel like this decision is right. But I promise, bro, to go against the world and to choose yourself over all things, it's exactly what's needed to be done in order to have that thing that you really want. Whether that's success, whether that's a better life, whether that's a new car, whether that's a new house, whatever it is that you want right now, and you feel like the world is not giving it to you, it's because you have not went against the world yet. Whenever I stopped chasing, whenever I stopped running after things, whenever I stopped trying to become like everybody else and started wanting to become like me, whenever I decided to really, really lock in me, myself, and I, remove all friends, remove all girls, remove everything that was like clogging my mind and keeping me foggy, is when I was able to start living the life that I truly desire. That may sound crazy, it may sound radical, and on your journey to finding this happiness, bro, when you stop chasing everything and you start just realizing that by sitting back and just being calm, you're going to be on a journey of solitude, and that's where you truly, truly will become happy. It's when you stop asking life for things and you start appreciating the life that you already got. It's when you stop feeling like you gotta work harder and you realize that you've already worked hard enough. It's when you start accepting the beauty in just existing and realizing that life doesn't owe you anything but life itself. I know, for some of you this may sound crazy, for some of you this may sound radical, for some of you it may not make any sense. But for a perfect example, look behind me. There's a tree, and this tree is living, okay? And majority of us, we may think in our mind it's just a tree. It doesn't think it's just a tree, it's a plant. It doesn't live, it's just a tree. But this tree is so alive. This tree is so thriving. This tree is flourishing. This tree is existing for years after years after years, and it doesn't ask life for anything but sunlight, but rain. It just needs the natural things from earth in order to exist, and it survives all storms. It survives all heavy wind. It survives all winters. It survives the harshest conditions outside, and it keeps existing, and it keeps living, and it keeps thriving, and it keeps growing, and it keeps producing life for ants, life for bugs, life for butterflies, life through the avocados off of this avocado tree that's above me. It literally keeps producing more and more and more and more and more for the world that's outside around it by just being itself. That's a perfect example, because you have to be more of a fountain and less of a drain. You have to be more producing to the things around you and less of a person taking from the things around you. You want to be someone in this world that no matter what room you walk into, no matter where you go, your energy, your voice, your presence, it brings life, it brings love, it brings happiness to the things and people that surround you. And that's how you're naturally going to find this gratitude and this solitude and this peace within yourself. Look, you may think like, dang, man, how do I become better? Or how do I find this happiness? Like, I don't feel like I deserve life. But really, like, are you happy with the breath of air you took this morning? Are you happy with just being able to wake up and open these two eyes that you may have, or bend these fingers that you got, or smell things with your nose, or this watch that you may have, or this nice and comfy coat, or whatever? Like, this backyard that I'm sitting in. Like, all of this stuff is gifts, bro. All of the stuff that you may take for granted is a gift, and someone out here in the world may want what you already have and you do not desire. When you first got your very first phone, you were happy. Now the phone in your hand that you're watching this video off of may feel like nothing to you. It may feel like just another day with your phone. Okay, whatever. But when you first ever touched your first phone, it made you so happy. When you first got your video game, your very first video game felt amazing. Now you don't barely play the game because the game doesn't bring you the same happiness as it once did. And I know that's how life can get sometimes. Life can become a simulation. It can become this process and a pattern of the same cycle over and over again, to the point to where you're not happy or excited or eager or engaged with just the same process and pattern. But I promise you, when you start to step out of the box and look at reality and really decide, like, hey, bro, I may have been playing the same game for years, but I still can find happiness. I may have been living the same life for years, but I still can find happiness. I may be in the same spot. I may be in a different position. However, I still can find happiness. This tree has been in this one position all its entire existence, and it still finds a way to be happy. Trees can be happy. Plants can be happy. Life can be happy. Life can be joyful, and it can be so beautiful, because life is a grand gift that you've gotten without ever having to beg or ask or try to have. Like, look around you, man. Look at what you've been given, granted. Look. I know it may sound repetitive. I know. But when you're trying to find happiness, you have to stop chasing those things that is making you chase, like something that's not coming towards you, but something that you're running after, like a gazelle and a lion, and you're the cheetah chasing the gazelle, or however the scenario goes, and you're so eager for this thing that keep running away from you, and you're draining all of your energy, you're draining all of your breath, you're draining all of your life force energy in order to capture this thing that keeps running and repelling away from you. And it's not meant, bro. It's not meant for you, because in this life, what's meant for you will be for you. You cannot miss your blessings. Everything is on time. You're not too late. You're not out of place. You're not out of pocket. You're right where you need to be. You're right where you're supposed to be. And you're right on time for the blessings that's meant for you. And if it's not meant for you, you will not receive it. But if it is meant for you, you will receive it. And that's the grandest gift, because you can now no longer feel like you're missing out. You're not missing out. You're being protected. You're being literally guided. You're being literally drafted into your own, and created into your own, and guided into your own, and led into your own destiny, your own future, your own beautiful life experience journey. And that's what makes this whole thing like so grand and beautiful, because you can't miss out on what's meant for you. You can't miss out on what you got coming. You can't miss out on the life that's ahead of you. You can't miss out on what God got planned for you. Think about it. When God created you, did you know? Or did you just wake up one day and start breathing, and start living, and start enjoying, and start eating, and start tasting, and start smelling, and start having fun, and start feeling sad, and start feeling all of these different emotions that makes you human? Did you know that you will have this? Or did you just one day wake up in this realm and been existing ever since, and you just been living it up? But have you ever thought about what happens after this? Have you ever thought about what happens after this? Or what was happening before it? Or have you been so caught up in the day-to-day of this thing here called life that you've forgotten that you never even, like, think about it, bro. You just woke up. And you've been living and living and living and living and living, and one day you will not wake up, and it is a fact. So I ask you again, bro. Are you going to find happiness in this lifetime? Are you going to find the peace, abundance, and joy that you were granted and gifted? Are you going to stop chasing the things around you and start attracting the life that you want? Are you going to be happy with the little things that you got, like a cup of coffee, a nice comfy sweater, and some grass to sit in outside under a tree, and just be happy that you get to experience this thing called life? Or are you going to keep waking up complaining? Are you going to keep waking up living in doubt? Are you going to keep waking up living in fear? Are you going to keep being programmed by the people who don't want to see you become successful, who don't want to see you understand your true power? Because they can keep controlling you. They can keep mastering your mind. They can keep you in a small box frame. They can keep you at an arm's distance. And they can keep themselves in abundance and happiness and in peace forever, while you be stuck trying to figure out why are you even living. Look, man, I'm not here to make you afraid. I'm not here to make you scared. I'm here to remind you that this whole thing was a beautiful gift. And when you were a toddler and a kid and you were first living and you were first walking, you were first trying your first foods, you was first playing your first video games, you was first going to school, and you was first coming into this world, you enjoyed every bit and every part of it because you knew then that this thing was a whole gift. And along the journey, some way, somehow, school, the world, social media, news, people, TV, all of these different things has controlled your mind, especially in America, to forget that, dang, bro, it's all a gift. Maybe you have to sit down with some older people that's getting ready to leave that can tell you, like, hey, man, I wish I was 20 again. I wish I was 10 again. I wish I was 30 again, man. I wish I was 40. I wish I was back in my 50s, man. I wish I had the time back to just one day be happy, man. I wish I wasn't so angry with my mom, man. I wish I wasn't so upset with my kids, man. I wish I was just happy. Because at the end of the day, that's all will matter, is the happiness that you will have in your heart when it is time to go. If you spend all of your days and all of your time being dreadful and being upset and being mad that life isn't going in the direction that you want it to go, then you will never find happiness. You will be a lion chasing a gazelle for the rest of your life, praying that you get that gazelle so that you can have a meal for 1 to 3 days, and you will be back on the chase. You'll be back on this hunt. You will be back trying to figure out what will make you happy. And you will always be running after this happiness that you will never find or get, because you never remembered that at the beginning of it all, it was just a gift, and it was just a play like a song. It was just a play like a song, and that one day the song would end. When you're listening to music, you don't care about the beginning, you don't care about the end, you care about the now, the presence, the vocals, the chorus, the beat, the uptunes. You care about the feeling that it gives you from play to end, and in between that, you enjoy the song. Life is just like a song. In between, you must enjoy the day-to-day, the life you live, the blessings you receive, the L's you take, the lessons you learn. Because at the end of the song, at the end of your life, it'll all just be a play. It'll all just be a grand gift. It'll all just be something that you received and you experienced and that you learned from, you enjoyed, and you move on. None of us really knows what happened after death unless we died. We all have these different theories, these different experiences. Oh, my soul. And some of us feel it, some of us know it. But one thing we all can agree upon is that we're living together. And one thing we all can agree upon is that we do die. And so as long as those two things coexist, then me and you have time to just enjoy this little bit that we have in common. I love anybody that watched this full video, man. Again, if you're new to Diary Mendoza, feel free to like this, subscribe, comment down below how this video made you think, feel, and maybe you're not watching it today, maybe you're watching it in the future, maybe I'm a billionaire by the time you got to this, but I want you to remember that I just fell in love with the journey, man. I don't know where I'm headed. I don't know what God got in store for me in my life, but I do know that there's a way and there's a path, bro. And if you're new to the channel, man, again, subscribe so that someone else can find this, share it, repost it, do what you got to do. But somebody need this video, man, and you got the gift to be able to help somebody else find it, just like YouTube helped you find it. So, I don't know, do what you got to do so that somebody else could come across this. Catch you guys in the next video. Peace.